Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole, and this is my pick for the Breeders' Cup Turf. And my pick will be Warlike Goddess. Yes, Warlike Goddess is my pick. The filly has proven that she could beat the boys. She beat the boys in the Joe Hirsch at a mile and a half at Aqueduct, and I believe she could do it again. I believe she could beat the boys. I looked at the field, and this is a decent field for the turf for the European Invaders, the Rebels, Romance, the Plat de Codosal, and Mishriff. Mishriff is a really good horse. He was a champion last year under the John and Thaddy Gosden trainee. But I really like Warlike Goddess. I've seen better horses coming from Europe to run in the turf. Like last year was a wide open event. But this year, I like Warlike Goddess. I believe this horse could do it against the boys. She rated really well in a Joe Hirsch. She was about 4 lengths off, fourth starting the race, and she just grinds her way into the top spot. She doesn't need a fast pace. As a matter of fact, I think she enjoys a slower pace. And this race is guaranteed to be a slow pace like it always is. I'm looking at the first quarter mile in 25, half at 51, and 6 furlongs at 113 and change. I don't see anybody pressing this speed, but I'm okay with it. Like I said before, Warlike Goddess could run into a slow pace. He's got Bill Mott, and Mott's still the old-time trainer, still got a lot of tricks up his sleeves, and I believe at 4-1, you will not see Warlike Goddess ever get 4-1. The only time she'll get a price like that is, of course, during Breeders' Cup Championship Day. Most of the other times, even if she's in G Company in the United States, she'll be like between 2-5 and 4-5 all the time. So 4-1 on a win bet is fantastic, or horizontal bets the way you want it. Trifectas, exactas, but the pick 3 and pick 4 are just the only horse I like in this race. Not to say that I'm overlooking anybody. I just believe this horse is better than the Europeans coming over, believe it or not. Miss Riff is going to be her totally top contender. She might be just a tad little off of form, but she's going to still run really well just because the John Goss is an excellent horseman. I've been in other videos saying that he's been around for a long time. A lot of the younger handicappers may not know him, but he's been around for about 40 years. The Rebels Romance came out of the Europa, came first, to Charles Appleby. So I see the Appleby charge as being at 5-2. I think that's a severe underlay. Ask me truthfully, he's going to be bet down all the way to at least 2-1 to 8-5. Because why? Because he's a Charlie Appleby trainer. So my guess is that the Warlike Goddess could just stalk, come off the pace about 7 lengths out, but it's a mile and a half, and just make his move the last half a mile and just grind away until he gets to the winner's circle. So that is my pick for the Breeders' Cup Turf, Warlike Goddess. Good morning, folks.